And we are live.
If I listen closely, I try to determine when and where it is that you actually put my mic on. Oh, there's my audio. So I can time it as well, because I know you got your fancy moves over there. I'm like, well, maybe I gotta have some fancy moves as well, because what a day today is. Today is unlike other days because it's only once a day, one time per year at least. Not once a day. 1 day per year that we got new Samsung S devices. And today is that day. It is February 1st. And we are here, of course, at noon Eastern time. And we're going to do something a little bit different here where we're going to do a launch party together. Have you ever heard of such things?
Yeah.
So basically,
I go on watch parties. Launch parties are the same, right?
Oh, watch party. Oh, you're talking about when you put the outfit on and all that.
Sure.
Yeah, when you're doing the
cosplays.
The winter is coming thing. When you had all the dragons and stuff like. Yeah, that it's like that, but instead it's for a new tech gadget, a new novel item. And in this case, it's going to be more than one item. Today, we have S23, S23 Plus, S23 Ultra, as well as some other goodies. And we have our own video dropping, which is very unusual. It's starring yourself, actually.
Yeah. Solving things.
And that's going to be happening at 1 p.m., so in about an hour. So it's kind of wild. Like, there's a lot of things jam-packed.
Yeah.
We have this show. We are going to be discussing these devices, like, sort of in advance of Samsung's live stream. We'll be discussing what to expect and so forth. Then the live stream will happen at 1 p.m., but that will be the same moment, hopefully, that you can go watch our video on the devices. Like I said, I don't think you've really seen I don't think you've seen an unboxing video quite like this one, the one that we did. Is that fair to say, Will?
It's a team effort.
Is it fair to say? Is it fair to say that we haven't seen an unboxing video quite like that one? So that's going to happen at 1. So it's a lot going on here today. We're happy to have you with us. We're happy that you're sharing your time with us.
Welcome. On
a Wednesday. And that of all the places you can find out about this new stuff, you want to find out about it together. And we will be live through the entirety of the process. We will be holding your hand, but not too firmly. Just in a soft and supple way.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we'll be doing today. So I see a bunch of people piling in over here. Now, what do we know about S23, S23 Plus, and S23 Ultra? Well, a lot of rumors have emerged recently as far as specifications, options, even price points, even some suggestions on price points. Here we have S23 rumors ahead of the Samsung Unpacked event. The S23, I mean, this is all happening at 1 p.m. So the entry-level model, S23 regular, is obviously going to be the smallest of the bunch. And along with being the smallest device, it means you're going to get the smallest battery. But you've also got the smallest display, so hopefully there's a bit of an offsetting thing occurring there as far as battery life is concerned. Otherwise, specification-wise, it's going to be very similar to the Plus model, but just at a cheaper price point. Rumors kind of place it under $1,000 for sure, and in USD, probably maybe somewhere around $800, okay, for S23. You're going to have the top-tier Snapdragon spec on it. You're going to get, we have rumors for storage, but it's all pretty typical as far as the hardware is concerned. Display, on the other hand, we're going to be looking at some pretty bright displays, especially for those non-flagship models. I mean, they're all flagship models, but I mean everything but the Ultra. And this was a rumor we covered here on Lou Later about 1750 nits of brightness across the board. We've also seen some rumors on different color options. And the main thing is we're having a whole new design on these devices. So they are now about as simple and minimal as you can possibly get. The camera section embedded almost completely now outside of the actual cylindrical shapes Like otherwise, like they barely poke out and bump out compared to, well, generations of old, and particularly on the Ultra models, which used to have some of the biggest camera humps in the business. Now it's all jam-packed in there, including a more advanced camera array. We have seen the rumors as well of the 200 megapixel sensor, which I can neither confirm nor deny at the moment, but 200 megapixel sensor, which can offer you some low light advantages when you're actually kind of piling those together, or it can offer you beyond intense resolution if you're an absolute maniac. Now, one thing we're not going to be hearing about today is any type of foldable, but that's not a surprise because that's not what this event has been about. This is about big flagship devices from Samsung that they do every single year, and it's about big zoom, typically optical, and it's about big cameras in general. Oh, and it's about the continued convergence of the Note series and the Ultra model, because you may remember not very long ago, it was two separate events and two separate devices. If you wanted the pen, you were in the Note universe. And if you didn't care for the pen, then you were more looking at Ultra. And also the spec sheets were slightly different. Now, and I kind of like the convergence because it was getting a little crazy with selection and options. So just make one Ultra device, put the pen in there. You kind of keep the Note series alive for those that want the pen input, but you just make one true top tier flagship phone with the spec sheet that everybody wants. Now, the curious part about this launch is what are the promos going to be? By promos, I mean cost, because obviously you and I have covered extensively sort of what's been going on in the smartphone market and the difficulty that manufacturers have had in regards to supply chain, in regards to consumer demand, and in regards to more general economic factors that may be influencing people's interest in upgrading their smartphone, especially to an extremely premium device. So everything at the moment seems to be indicating that these are going to continue to be extremely expensive smartphones. Granted, in the past, Samsung has done some sort of like side promos in order to kind of lessen the sting ever so slightly. And that in some cases means some sort of rebate, some sort of deduction for some sort of trade-in, or if you pre-order from their website directly, a credit towards an accessory. We've seen such a variety of different ways in which Samsung attempts to incentivize and modify sort of your impression of that day one type of order. And it may even be a type of thing that they can manage on the fly. Be like, oh God, pre-orders are too low. Throw on promo, DEFCON promo number 12, you know? Man, I can't even say DEFCON without thinking of Kanye. But yeah, that thing existed before. I don't think he didn't know that it was... Anyway, yeah, so they could probably go in there and mod some things and increase or enhance the offering even more so. But here are the current rumors. These are the likely official prices: S23, S23 Plus, S23 Ultra. This is via Phone Arena. Again, these are not official yet. They won't be official until 1 p.m. $799 and up for S23, $999 and up for S23 Plus, and $1199 and up for S23 Ultra. These prices will obviously vary depending on which market you happen to be in. These are USD for the moment. Storage sizes as well. The rumor is up to 1 terabyte, though you'll have entry-level models starting at 128. And rumors around whether or not that will actually be a popular SKU in the beginning, or if it will be one of these bespoke orders from Samsung directly that will allow you to make that selection. Because as you know, in the past, you've been able to order unusual color combos via Samsung's website, as opposed to what ends up getting stocked at retailers and telcos and or online e-commerce shops and wherever it is that you happen to purchase these things. Now, in 2023, almost everything leaks prior to it coming out. So you can see here, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. You can see 8 gigs of RAM on the base models. Well, you can go up to 12 gigs of RAM on the Ultra S23 Ultra. And the same thing goes for storage, which starts at 128 and, as mentioned, goes all the way up to 1 TB. That's where things get expensive, when you start adding that storage. Federal Communications Commission certifications show that the base S23 is going to have 3,900 milliamp hour battery, which is a step up from the 3,700 of the base S23. So, wait, the base S23 and the Plus will get a battery boost to 4,700. So it looks like, what are we looking at? 39, 47, 5,000? Maybe that's what we get, or maybe it's 37, 47, 5,000 as far as batteries go. Now, we also don't expect to see any types of magical accessories in the package. This has been determined in the past, a long time ago, that you're probably going to be on your own as far as power bricks are concerned, and headphones and things like this. There's no extras in the flagship in 2023.
It'll be the phone and the cable, right?
Just a phone and a cable, Will.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to be getting. And then I think the other hard part, and you know how it is with me, like when you have a big flagship release, I tend to gravitate towards one model and then actually put the SIM card in there and then actually test it extensively. So the most recent comparison for me will be the Pixel device that I'm currently using. So it's kind of funny that they have that comparison in that image right there, because that'll be my comparison. That's what I'm coming from, the Pixel 7 Pro. Prior to that, it was the Z Fold. So it's, if you're curious about like my point of view or my take, and obviously this show offers a little bit more opportunity to kind of dabble into there on a regular basis and just say, oh, here's my findings on this or that. And I'm curious about the camera comparison. I was like, what Pixel's doing with the camera stuff. Obviously, Samsung, no slouch in that department. Display as well. What are they doing with this brightness? What are they doing with this OLED, their version of it? This looks to be as well some front-facing images of S22. That's what that image is, right? And what you can see is a real march towards a more symmetrical design on the front. I mean, this is very close to symmetry, and I think they're gonna keep pushing in that direction. Front-facing camera in the center of the display for that face unlock as well, optical based, but without the massive variety of sensors that you're going to see on something like an iPhone, which lets you get a little bit more screen in that location, possibly at the expense of some security. Obviously, if you do happen to use that feature. Fingerprint's going to be there, so that's completely your deal. They even go so far on Phone Arena here of showcasing some different colors. Now, what is interesting here in these leaked images or renders, whatever they are, is that how the design language changes, but ever so slightly for the Ultra model. How you still have this kind of slab, this kind of monolith stand on its own thing with just your camera units on the back. But if you look more closely, they are more different than immediately meets the eye. And that mostly happens in the corners of the device. So as you look up here in the corner, you have a much sharper, blockier edge on the Ultra model compared to the Plus or the standard S23, where you have a slight more curvature in those corners. And it looks like you also have a flatter edge to grab on when compared to the Ultra. Now, the reason for that could be the bigger the phone gets, the bigger it feels in your hand. And you're able to kind of trick the mind ever so slightly on a very large phone by simply curving the edge a bit. So you're not having to grasp as far around it. And so that looks like what's going on here with, and it also, long term, the longer you look at this, you realize it's a bit of an homage to the Note series, where the Ultra still feels like the Note.
Yeah, I think the DNA was like a notepad, like super rectangular. And then now it's in apparently the S23.
Yeah, and so anyway, we're going to find out everything permanently. Like, we're going to get all the details, the real specifications and stuff, confirmation, and so forth at 1 p.m. And then hopefully also our video is dropping at 1 p.m. So that you'll have these two options to go. I just got a flame emoji from Mo, so I would say that's a good sign. And obviously, I'm hoping everybody can go. We can have a little watch party on our official video when that happens, maybe we should set it as a premiere for this group to see first, whoever's in here.
Whoa.
I mean, I know I'm getting crazier. I don't know if Mo's watching this, but maybe we can set it as a premiere, or I can help him with that. He can send it over my way. But we're going to have a few things to watch over the course of the day here. I really want people to settle in. I want you to keep this open in the background. I want you to get your snacks, your lunch, whatever you got to do, because we're covering a few different things. So we're going to be running the bases today. We're going to be covering A, B, and C today.
Okay.
So, but we're still also doing a Lou Later show, because this is Lou Later after all. So let's talk a little bit about the other happenings in the world, as it would be and as it is. Apple Watch Ultra with nearly 10% larger display is rumored to launch next year. A new Apple Watch Ultra with a larger 2.1-inch display will be released in 2024, according to a report from Taiwanese publication Digitimes, and this comes via tech analyst and Hong Kong-based investment firm. Of course, this stuff is big news because it's who's going to make the bigger display, which companies are going to benefit, who do I invest in, and when do I do it, and the rest of it. I think this thing did okay. I mean, here's my reasoning. Completely anecdotal. When I was wearing this thing around, a lot of attention. Hey, is that the Ultra? Is that the Ultra Watch? Is that an orange? Is that an orange wristband you have on?
Did you get the orange one?
I have the orange one. I stopped wearing it shortly after. The unit that I ordered had the orange because it's kind of the iconic one for the Ultra, and obviously we're shooting a video on it. But I quickly switched it to one of the Velcro loops, of which, lesser known fact, you can just order the standard Velcro. You don't need to get the Alpine loop. And it fits. I mean, it might be slightly less cool, but it fits and it works. In fact, I got one of the Nike ones in like an army green color and found it to be more comfortable than this band because I couldn't find, never mind Alpine loop. I don't even remember the name of the one I was looking for, but I was looking for the one with the tab on it and the Velcro band, and it was sold out for years to come by the looks of it. Yeah. Anyway, the current display is 1.93 inches, so you go up to 2.1. It doesn't seem like much, but this is a very small little deal. So, assuming that they're able to embed an even bigger display inside of that, there's not much bezel there at the moment. So it's going to be impressive anyway. And when you're, it says it's 10% larger, but when you're scaling up anything that's pretty small to begin with, it's a welcome addition.
When you were wearing it, did it feel large?
Not for me, because when I have worn watches in the past, I've gravitated towards larger watches.
Yeah, which is interesting that they made it bigger instead of shrinking it.
Well, we're talking about the screen size. I don't know if the form factor is going to get bigger or if they're just going to be able to shrink the bezel even more by 10%.
Oh.
They may be able to fit it into the same body size, but just have more better screen to body ratio.
For some reason, I was thinking there was going to be two versions of it, but yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I can't tell you how they're going to implement it, but my assumption would be is that they don't want to make it too much bigger. They just want to give you more screen for your money.
Gotcha.
PS2 4K emulation on the M2 Pro Mac Mini is real and spectacular. So you just take your M2 Pro Mac Mini and now you have PS2 in 4K. Oh, nothing wrong with that. Although they're showing it not on a Mac Mini, but on a MacBook. I presume you could do it on any of these M2 Pro chips. Emulation on the Mac has always been a difficult topic to discuss due to the gray area of playing games that you don't own. But hey, you can do emulation and still own the game. It's possible. That's what everyone used to say.
Yeah.
I have a copy of it. I am now free to emulate. I'm not. I don't know what the rules are, but M2 Pro Mac Mini, since owning an M1 Pro MacBook Pro since 2021, running games from Sony and Nintendo's consoles, such as PlayStation 2, GameCube. I played Resident Evil on that. Wii U are a dream. I can easily play Zelda, Windwalker HD, Tekken 5, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater in 4K, no issues. The fun thing about playing it in 4K is like you couldn't even play the original in 4K. You're enhancing. Making enhancements here. However, with the M2 Pro chip debuting the Mac Mini and MacBook Pro lines back in January 2023, even more consoles could be made to work on Mac OS in even higher resolutions and with cleaner textures. Even more exciting, however, is that it also makes me wonder how Apple's rumored VR headset could benefit as well. Yeah, is it possible that Apple takes a different approach to gaming in the future? It is so odd that they have... I mean, the way that they've approached gaming has been a little bit strange. I don't know. Maybe strange is not the right word, but it was, they have the game service. I can't even remember the name of it now.
Apple Arcade.
And you were sitting here thinking, man, they are so embedded and their ecosystem is so tight. They would be such a prime company to deliver some sort of integrated experience through hardware. Like, I don't know if it's a game console per se, but some sort of safe, all-in-one enclave of gaming. But they were sitting there saying, we already have all these iPads out there, and you guys have Apple TVs, and can't you just play on here? And it's, some of these games, I guess, are fun, but it really still has that sort of mobile game type thing going on. And you never expected them to come into the streaming space. You never expected them to come in and say, we're going to do Apple TV Plus, and we're going to be like HBO or whatever.
So you want AAA titles?
Well, I'm just saying, if you're Apple, you got the trillions and whatever you got going on, I would just be curious to see what kind of IP they could do. Like, I'm talking exclusives.
Yeah.
Like but then again, Google went with the Stadia thing, and they're like, we're out. Dear God, that's weird and hard and different, and we're out. So it's obviously difficult to do. In the meantime, people be playing PS2 emulators in 4K.
Yeah.
Because this stuff is more than capable from a hardware perspective. Jony Ives designs most perfect nose in history for British charity Comic Relief. We're talking about the clown nose that clips on. What an odd kind of invention in general. The clown nose. And everyone knows what it is. This one looks very high end. But if you were wondering what Jony Ives been up to, right? Since there's no more iPhone or iPod for him, well, he's still in high demand for the clown nose. He did it for charity. Relax. Sir Jony Ives has created a new look red nose to celebrate Red Nose Day, the annual Comic Relief charity telethon broadcast on British television that aims to raise money for poor and disadvantaged people. The nose is made from 95% plant-based materials. Only 95. The other 5?
The most toxic materials known to man.
That's right. Well, it cannot be disposed of.
Yeah.
25 eyeballs. It has a folding paper design that starts out as a small, flat crescent, and it springs into a honeycomb paper sphere when opened, ready to sit on one's nose. And look at the little clip. It even has a case for it and says Comic Relief. Well, I mean, this guy can't miss, can he? Jony Ive, right? Like, you go talk to this guy, you're like, listen, Johnny, I just need something simple here. Like, I want him to take a crack at everyday nuisances where I bump into. I'm like, this sucks. Like a coat hanger, or like the other day I got this coat hanger, Will, and it has a really grippy texture on it. And like, it would be my hoodies and whatnot that are hung up over there, and you can't get it off, Will.
Oh.
And I'm like, where's Jony Ive?
Yeah.
Jony Ive would never make this thing.
And it would be the most perfect thing.
That's what I'm saying. I have a case for it. I'm like, I don't know if I need a case for my coat hanger. I don't know if I need such a luxurious unboxing experience, but thank you, Johnny, for that.
Wow, last year they raised $52 million.
You're damn right they did, Will. The nose is being sold for $3 on Amazon and the Comic Relief website, where orders are limited to 8 per person ahead of this year's Red Nose Day on Friday, March 17th. Donations can be made via Amazon Pay, with 100% of the proceeds going to comic. Look at the way they unboxed it with the white gloves and the clean environment, as if it were some sort of Apple product. They're going to sell a few of those, Will.
That's cool.
They're going to sell a few of those, Will. Jony Ive is going to sell a few of those, and for charity, but he's going to sell a few of those.
Yeah, Red Nose Day.
I think we're in agreement on that. A Canadian team discovers power-draining flaw in most laptop and phone batteries. Canadian team, look at you with the local news. Breakthrough explains major cause of self-discharging batteries and points to an easy solution. You know, for me, Will, one of my favorite things is when I have a device that I haven't used in a while, and I pick it up and it has battery life. That is such a lovely experience when that transpires. It's very rare at the time, and you always appreciate when you got that killer standby. The phone, the tablet, or laptop you're reading this on is likely having its battery slowly drained because of a surprising and widespread manufacturing flaw. This is according to researchers in Halifax. Totally unexpected. The problem: tiny pieces of tape that hold the battery components together are made from the wrong type of plastic. Batteries release power because of a chemical reaction inside each battery cell. There are two types of metal. One acts as a positive electrode and the other as a negative, held in an electrolyte fluid or paste in the form of commonly lithium. When you connect the cables to each end of the battery, electrons flow through the cables, providing power to light bulbs, laptops, whatever else is on the circuit. If the electrons don't follow the cables, you have a problem when they move from one charged side of the battery to the other through the electrolyte. It's called self-discharge. Now, what does the tape have to do with this? In search of the perfect battery, they did tests, elevated temperatures. We want to be able to do testing in reasonable time frames. Is there some sort of interference applied by these tapes? During one of these tests, the clear electrolyte fluid turned red. The team was puzzled. Isn't supposed to do that, he said. Chemical analysis of the red substance and found it was dimethyl terephthalate. DMT. What? Well, is that Rogan's laptop?
Yeah. Just filled with DMT.
Is that a different DMT?
I think
I
so.
thought it was dimethyltryptamine.
Tryptamine, yeah.
Easy, Will.
This is something else.
Tryptamine, yeah. Tryptamine, yeah.
Don't you know?
Tryptamine. Look, it's dimethyltryptamine.
It's close though. But why do they call it with?
It came off similar structure to another molecule, polyethylene terephthalate. It came off the plastic used in the tape. Whoa, that's kind of a cool finding. Those small segments of tape made of PET, the plastic, have been causing the electrolyte fluid to turn red and self-discharge the battery. What? Tiny little piece of tape. You would think that they would look into that. Will not overlook it. I presume this is not affecting all types of batteries, but obviously enough to warrant the finding in the investigation. Tech industry takes notice. Some of the world's largest computer hardware companies and electric vehicle manufacturers were very interested. A lot of the companies made clear that this is very relevant to them. They want to make changes to these components in their battery cells because, of course, they want to avoid self-discharge. Well, of course they do. Probably Elon called them up. He said, what's going on here? He said, got that DMT or what?
I got all these Teslas with the DMT.
Why are my Teslas full of DMT?
Yeah.
I lent them to Rogan.
Gotta get rid of them.
Tesla, speaking of Tesla, is going to build a factory in Mexico City, says a government official. Well, they just can't stop going, can they? These Tesla guys? My goodness, gig of this, gig of that. Look at that image. Every time they do a rendering of their new, whatever their new factory is going to be, it always looks so good. It always looks so futuristic and like, look, the nature is thriving around their enormous industrial footprint.
Yeah. This looks like production.
Glowing.
Yeah.
Look at the trucks just arriving at the bay doors. Well, but on the flip side, Will, probably a couple of jobs for some people. Will, would you agree with that? Mm-hmm. Tesla's going to build an assembly factory in Mexico City, according to Representative President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. The new rumored factory apparently on top of the rumored factory in Nuevo León, Mexico. Last year, we report on Tesla's CEO Elon Musk confirming that Tesla is considering sites for a new factory in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Well, you're talking about that, what is it, NAFTA? Do they have a new name for these trade agreements? But this
the line
connection of countries here spells opportunity for someone like Tesla, and they got to take advantage of it. They can get into all kinds of funky trade stuff, Canadian-made vehicles sold in the U.S. to take advantage of XYZ incentive, Mexican vehicles for Mexico or Southern United States, or, they got accountants, dude.
I wonder why they chose Mexico. I mean, Canada was in the mix, too.
No, I think they're going to do one of each.
Oh, yeah?
Eventually, yeah. Eventually, you got to have one of each, and you can go back and forth across these borders. And
what do you think in Canada?
Canada?
In Canada, eh?
Where will you put in Canada? Well, around here. Because in the past, you've had an automotive sector that thrived in these parts down in Oshawa, and
Okay, yeah, I can.
you have to have it along this corridor, because if these units that would end up getting made here are destined for the U.S., then you got to get them on that horseshoe. They got to go over in Windsor, or they got to go over. They pretty much kind of got to go over down that way. So you got to be around Lake Ontario, which it has been in the past. Windsor, you got a plant in Oakville, Oshawa. It's all around that Lake Ontario region.
Steel City.
I presume, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Boost up Hamilton. I don't know. I presume it would be in and around there, and you would have a large population to draw from as well for talent and for employment and so on. Anyway, it sounds like it's going to be top comment. Mexico is thick with corruption, deadly corruption from the president on down. Cheap cost of labor will be eaten by the security requirements. Other companies have figured out how to manufacture vehicles in Mexico. You have VW over there, and a bunch of others. You know what else? Some of the best hockey sticks in the world are made in Mexico. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, so there's a popular hockey stick company making carbon-based sticks that manufacture some of their models in China, but then some of their high-end models have to come out of the Mexico plant.
Oh, wow.
Don't ask me why, but it's a rumor there that those are the superior ones for some reason. I also, when I think of Mexican goods, I also think of guitars, because when I was a youngster getting into playing guitar, they would say, well, you can't afford the American Strat, but you could get the Mexican Strat. And it would be a Fender, but it would just be made in Mexico instead. And people were like, that was pretty good value. It's not the same thing, obviously, but I don't know how particular people are about that in 2023. But anyway, I think Tesla will figure it out. They'll probably get all types of machine guns and police protection around there, eating corruption. I don't know.
Slippery slope.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure that they know what they're doing.
But congrats, Tesla.
Am I sure that they know what they're doing? No, I'm not sure. I'm sure that I'm not sure that I know what they're doing. Consumer Reports calls Ford's automated driving tech much better than Tesla's. Ever since this weather got really grimy out, my full self-driving was super wonky, dude. I don't think
you can't do full self-driving on
what?
Winter roads.
Yeah, but I just even mean last night. There's no weird conditions. It was a pretty clear night, and there's nothing on the ground.
Nothing on the cameras?
Nothing. I got a car wash.
Oh, okay.
Nothing on the cameras, but still visibility. There's too many obstructions. I don't know. Is it snow that's been on the banks that was plowed a long time ago? Is it the salt that's on the road obscuring some of the lines? I'm not sure, but it's
reflections.
Definitely wonky, and it's something that should be considered with those thinking about purchasing it in certain climates. Now, granted, for us, it's basically, I don't know, a month. Since we barely had winter this year, it seems like it's just going to be February that's going to be an issue. But still, it's worth noting. Ford's automated system, I don't think I've actually used. I think they call it, is it Blue Cruise?
Is it?
I don't think I've actually used it. Tesla's Autopilot, which at its core combines lane keep assist, traffic-aware cruise control to help guide a car down a highway, was once groundbreaking technology. We of course know that many different makers are doing their versions of it now, including General Motors, Mercedes-Benz. General Motors call it Super Cruise. Ford is called Blue Cruise. Mercedes has some other name. How are we supposed to remember all these names? GM's Cadillac, Toyota's Lexus. Blue Cruise has two major differences from Tesla's Autopilot and most of the others. First, the Ford system is designed to allow drivers to leave their hands off the steering wheel for long periods of time while driving on highways that have been pre-mapped in detail. Second, Blue Cruise uses an infrared camera instead inside the car. Inside the car! Inside the car, Will. To monitor the driver's face and make sure they are paying attention to the road ahead. Oh, well, Tesla has those, but I don't know if it's infrared. I don't think so. GM Super Cruise, which ranks second, is the only other system tested by Consumer Reports that works this way. Ford's driver monitoring technology is one of the major reasons that Blue Cruise ranks so highly. Tesla Autopilot and most others, by contrast, can detect only the pull of a driver's hand. That's not true. Because in full self-driving, I could have my hand on the wheel, but if I'm playing with the monitor too much, it'll be like, hey, man. Because when you opt in, there is something looking at you.
Yep.
But I don't know. Maybe they're in their comparison. But anyway, whatever it is that can allow you to have your hand completely off the wheel is pretty cool. Some systems that use only the weight of a hand on the steering wheel to indicate drivers' attentiveness still allow drivers to not touch the steering wheel for a worryingly long time. Hands free for 30 seconds before the audible alert. 30 seconds is not that long. What you talking about? Listen, every single one of these companies is going to have their own implementation, their own version, and their own tech as far as sensors and things are concerned. So, Tesla's full self-driving optional feature promises to one day provide assistance in a broad range of situations, including urban driving, was not evaluated in these tests. So it was just autopilot? I don't know if that's a fair comparison. Just the stock autopilot versus Blue Cruise. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a fair comparison. It's not I don't know. Full self-driving is much different than autopilot. So, but I would like to experiment with more of these versions.
Yeah.
And hopefully going forward, I will get a chance to, so then I can do the comparison as well. OpenAI releases a tool to detect AI-generated text, including from ChatGPT. Oh. So they're like, see, keep using us in the classroom, please. Don't ban us. We'll help you detect us. So you can have a healthy kind of policy regarding the use of our products in your classroom. After telegraphing the move in media appearances, OpenAI has launched a tool to attempt to distinguish between human-written and AI-generated text, like the text produced by the company's own ChatGPT and GPT-3 module, and I guess other competitors even. The classifier isn't particularly accurate. Its success rate is around 26%. You're telling me that ChatGPT can't detect if ChatGPT text is human or ChatGPT generated?
Well, that's because it's so good and accurate.
It's like, did I write this? And then if it's 26% accurate, imagine being the teacher that's like, this was not generated by you. And the person's like, yes, it was.
Yeah, I did this.
It's like, I put it in the class.
I worked really hard.
Put it in the classifier. And it said it wasn't you. Can you imagine? The classifier aims to help mitigate false claims that AI-generated text was written by a human. However, it still has a number of limitations, so it should be used as a complement to other methods of determining the source of text instead of being the primary decision-making tool. We're making this initial classifier available to get feedback on whether tools like this are useful and hope to share improved methods in the future. Listen, you were using ChatGPT earlier. You broke it in about 5 seconds. You were trying to get a title for a video, and it's like, hey, man, leave me alone. And you were like...
It stalled for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and it gave me an error.
Listen, man, it is so hot right now that I spend way too much time just trying to get on. So the fact that you got on in this day and age at this moment right now is pretty impressive. You got to kind of wait around. Anyway, I liked the first version of their title. So we'll basically ask ChatGPT for a title for a previous clip that we did on yesterday's episode, where a steering wheel basically mid-freeway trip pops off of a Tesla Model Y. And then it came with 2 separate title options. The first, Tesla owner's shocking experience, steering wheel comes loose on the highway. What I like about this one is it's personalized to the Tesla owner and their experience, but it is a little bit long. So then Will says shorter in a very angry way, like a human would. And ChatGPT responds with, Tesla steering wheel loosens on highway. To which Will responds, more vague.
Yeah.
And he's trying to make it mysterious or...
I think I broke one of their servers.
And obviously ChatGPT at this point melts down. The internal core has a meltdown.
Yeah. I'll keep trying.
Willie D goes on with his day, so...
I do think that there's inspiration here.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
shocking steering.
It's helping
the
you.
highway,
Well,
yeah.
listen, I don't mind the first
There's
title.
a bunch of keywords here.
I think you should
That
try it.
works.
I think you should try the first title there
Okay.
if you haven't already selected one, and then we can give ChatGPT credit for it. Oh, the robot lawyer stunt was canceled
Yeah, quick update on that.
after human lawyers objected. Well, obviously they objected. They're like, hey, man, what are you doing? You set the precedent over here. Don't you know about precedents? We're all lawyers. Don't you know about precedents? You let this guy in over here. What happens to us? We paid a
like,
lot of
yeah.
money. We went to a lot of school. We paid a lot of money. We got all these outfits in the closet. Just planning on being a lawyer for a while. God. Do Not Pay has canceled plans to have its AI-powered robot lawyer represent a defendant in the U.S. court after several human lawyer organizations objected to the experiment, according to company founder and CEO Joshua Browder. Browder hoped to make history by becoming the first lawyer to use artificial intelligence to argue a case in court of law. As Meta News previously reported, the plan was to use the company's AI chatbot in a traffic case scheduled for February 22nd. After receiving threats from state bar prosecutors, it seems likely they will put me in jail for 6 months if I follow through bringing the robot lawyer in the courtroom. They're like, hey, how about this? We're all the lawyers, and we'll put you in jail. He's like, can you do that? They're like, yes.
It's like, robot lawyer, can you defend me?
They're like, we do have that capability. He's like, doesn't there have to be a charge or something? They're like, no, we're very good at what we do. Check the closet. Look at our outfits. And he's like, oh, damn.
One's holding a crowbar.
It's like, damn, you do have some fancy outfits in there. I don't want to mess with this. I gotta put this thing down. In the now abandoned case, Do Not Pay intended to feed audio of the court arguments into its AI chatbot. The robot lawyer would in turn provide responses to the unnamed defendant through an earpiece. The chatbot runs on a smartphone. All it was going to do is just speak into his ear. Like a defendant themselves could just represent themselves and then use this. They could type in or have the earpiece. Could they not? I mean, how would they know? It obviously wouldn't get the publicity of admitting it in the first place, that that's what's going on. But I would assume there's a workaround over here because you can represent yourself.
Yeah.
So what if representing yourself means using a tool? Like, are you allowed books? Are you allowed other materials? Can you search something up? I don't know all the rules around this, but I do know the lawyers weren't too happy about it. And they sure weren't happy about all the press it got about ChatGPT targeting them. They're like, you go take the other jobs. You go to the advertising businesses. You go to the hospital and the triage. You leave us alone, is what they said. And they said, if you don't, we'll prosecute.
Yeah.
And GPT is like, or Do Not Pay, whatever this guy's chatbot is like, all right.
Well, it seems like small claims is something that they're going to give up, but they're going to work with large corporations to deal with bigger issues.
Yeah, because couldn't you also feed in some perspective questions and then have it spit out some suggestions to you and then you make notes? You see what I mean? Like, you're allowed to have your notes. I don't know. This is all pretty squirrely, but look at the way they came with the threat. What does that show you, Will?
Yeah.
What does it show you, dude?
Lawyers like their jobs.
You saying lawyers like to lawyer?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying, Will? 89% of college students admit to using ChatGPT for homework, study claims. 89. Wait, what? We did a previous topic. We were talking about those that were willing to admit on a survey that they had used ChatGPT on their actual finals, on exams, essays, and so on. Homework is a different question. And I also think, like, everybody doesn't really answer these things. It's not, and if they do they answer it authentically? I mean, I know it's anonymous, but you never know.
Yeah.
But then you ask the homework question, just generic homework. Have you used it for homework? And then I guess, according to this article, 89% of college students say, well, hell yeah. That's why Willie Doo can't get on. That's why we're melting down the internal core of ChatGPT, because we're all doing homework right now. Well, we're not doing the homework. ChatGPT's doing the homework. We're just sitting there watching it do the homework. You understand? We're inputting it. Educators are battling a new reality, easily accessible AI that allows students to take immense shortcuts is taking over the world. Online course providers study.com asked 1,000 students over the age of 18 about their use of ChatGPT. Responses were surprising. A full 89% said they'd used it on homework, and 48% confessed they've made use of it for to complete an at-home test or quiz. 50% said they used ChatGPT to write an essay, and 22% admitted to having asked ChatGPT for a paper outline. The paper outline, everybody seems okay. They're like, let me get an outline. Mm-hmm. We get an outline real quick. Even you, when you were asked about titling and stuff, you're like, I do a little brainstorm.
Who am I talking to?
To your ChatGPT.
Oh.
You say, hey, Chat, I'm going to just... Like you're trying to justify yourself to it.
Robot.
Yeah, that's right. Let's do a little brainstorm. What do you say? ChatGPT like, oh, I don't mind whatsoever.
Have a Boston accent?
It seems like the brainstorm or the outline is where everybody feels comfortable. And then
Inspiration.
You work your way up to let's say at home test or quiz, and everyone's like, my God, the world is falling apart.
Yeah.
So there is a range to it, but it is worth discussing, and it is complicated because obviously, well, you can imagine the ability to think and the ability to comprehend, the ability to express oneself. All these things are kind of different in an environment where our knee jerk is to have it generated instead of generating it from here, where we have for however many years we've been doing that. So big implications over here. A new version of the Ford Thunderbird looks ready for a nameplate revival. Wait a second. This looks like a race car over here. What are we talking about with all the logos and such?
Yeah.
I remember the Thunderbird did not look like that the last time we saw it.
What did it look like?
You kidding? The last time we saw the Thunderbird, it was a different type of appeal, which wasn't...
Was it Ford?
It was that one right there. It was a 2004 Ford Thunderbird. Yeah, that's the last time we saw it. They were collectible.
That DNA looks so different than the old one.
Well, they tried to basically make a retro modern. Like it sort of has a Pixar thing going on, the new one. It's hard to pinpoint what it was, but I remember people were actually collecting these things at one time.
Okay, yeah.
And when you see it with the top up, it looks even weirder. Retro new type of situation. But what you just showed me is wild. Like, I like the look of what you just showed. It kind of, it's mean, but it's American looking. It has some things going on that I like. Many beloved vehicles are getting revivals. Yeah, people are feeling the strongness. Oh my
Look at the back.
God, it looks like a monster. I am all over it. Looks like a monster. Right?
Yeah.
Holy
it's cool.
Cow. One hell of a trunk on it, too. These are concept images. Like, I don't know if this is one of those wishful thinking type of situations. Ford built the first Thunderbird starting with its model year 1955 through 1997. Wow. And also, what a name for a car. Thunderbird. It went on a 5-year hiatus, returning to its roots in 2002, which is the one that I just showed you. From 2002 to 2005, Ford has not indicated they'll revive the Thunderbird for a future generation, but that doesn't stop people imagining things or enthusiasm for the brand. This does look like it's ready to do battle with the Challenger.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it. There's no way it's going to get made like this with that crazy long tail. I just can't imagine it, but it would be damn cool if it was an actual thing.
It does look like a race car as well. At least the front of it.
Oh, hell yeah, it does. When you put the Hot Cars, who did the render, when you put their logo all over it, things are looking fast. BuzzFeed smashes records for trading volume on OpenAI frenzy. We are, of course, talking about the announcement that was made a few days ago that BuzzFeed would embrace ChatGPT-like tools from OpenAI in order to aid in the publication of its website. We're talking quizzes and, dare I say, brainstorming and outlines. We're only going to be doing outlines. That's all. Don't get too worried or concerned. There's plenty of humans here still. You look around. I don't see any.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, there's no humans. There's plenty of humans. Where are you keeping them, ChatGPT? In the closet? Yeah. Is that where the humans are? Yeah. Oh, we value our humans and the human involvement in our publication, and everything we do is approved by the humans. Yeah, where are the humans? You see them in the back room with the tape over their mouths. They're like, yep, we approve.
There's poop everywhere.
So anyway, people, Wall Street and investors, they loved it. They're like, woo, BuzzFeed, AI, woo. Invest in that. That sounds like the future to me. Humans, who needs them? Oh, it looks like it went back down, though. It boosted up off OpenAI stuff, and then people were like, wait a second. We're all dead. No, maybe people were like, wait a second, is this even going to be that good? Like, those people went in and they started using ChatGPT, and it started melting down like it did for you.
This is the moment where someone said, wait a second.
Yeah, wait a second. But hey, we don't even know that all versions will be the same, right? Because there was the rumor that there's going to be like a paid version, and maybe that version is going to be more sophisticated.
Sure.
But anyway, they're going to have like an official partnership. It's not like you and I trying to get a title for a video and having a laugh. They want to have an official BuzzFeed. I mean, maybe we can have an official partnership. We're basically BuzzFeed. I mean, we're CNN. We're all these things. We're daily, brother. I don't know if you noticed.
I've noticed.
We're daily and we're human. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
And we've got an S23 watch party going on right now. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah. We're having fun, right?
Right? I don't know, are we? DoorDash says no tip, no trip. Well, DoorDash itself doesn't say it, but apparently this is well known in the delivery community. No tip, no trip. This is a word of warning. It's a TikTok life hack.
TikTok.
That sounds like a pleasant dessert. I'll have a, you know what? I'm going to have one of those.
TikTok toffee?
I'm going to have one of those TikTok bars.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it sound kind of like butterscotch or Biscoff, which you love?
Oh, big fan.
It's a merging of the... That's funny how a word can sound appetizing.
Yeah.
This is a TikTok life hack for you. No tip, no trip, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. I'm going to let you in on a little... Check it out. I'm going to let you in on something. Guess what happens to all the bags when there's no tips? I'm a DoorDash delivery driver. I'm going to let you in on something. Yeah, they sit there forever and nobody takes them. They take other bags instead. They check for the ones that have tips on it and they go deliver that one.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, somebody like DoorDash or Uber Eats or whoever is going to hate to see something like this. And I'm a big DoorDash guy, but I'm also doing the tipping. But we did a clip the other day. We said, have people had too much with the tipping? Mm-hmm. Are they fed up with the tipping? Mm-hmm. Can they handle the tipping? Mm-hmm. And the auto and the buttons, boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, the delivery shows up $400. You got 2 meals. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, what did I do? I tipped the birds on the street on the way over here.
Mm-hmm. Gave them some...
Who didn't get tipped on the way over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tipped my neighbor on the way over here.
Pockets are just lined with dollar bills.
Yeah, per kilometer. It's a per kilometer tipping structure. I tip, it's cash out the window on the way there. Uh-huh. No, but in all seriousness, I don't know how their business models even, like, you know, how key the tipping is to make the thing worthwhile to do. It's much like you have special agreements and things like for waiters in some places where the initial wage will be really low because of the assumption of the tipping. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of people disagree with it. They say just pay the wage and like stop already. But the tipping culture appears to not be going anywhere. And if anything, it appears to be increasing. So... I mean, here we have some quotes. My daughter works for DoorDash, and she gets paid like $2 per hour. So her salary is based off tips. Yeah. Well, there you go. It wouldn't be exclusive to waiters in restaurants. Now you got the delivery people that are working in the same way. $3.50 for Dashers, but they make 11. Detailed the commenter. We got to pressure DD to raise the wages. So that goes for all of them. We got to find that healthy balance. So there's more transparency for the user. What am I actually paying for? How do we keep the cost down? Make sure the drivers get a piece. Like it's all spread out. We got to do this efficiently, right? Well.
Oh yeah. Last one. Illinois
school district worker accused of taking $1.5 million in chicken wings. Excusez-moi. How do you even transport 11,000 cases of chicken? I mean, he must have had a deal, he or she. Must have had a deal with the local wing place. They're like, I'll deliver the chicken wings. You deliver the cash. 11,000 cases. Or they just became a distributor of chicken wings. Where are they storing the chicken wings? These are frozen. They got to be kept chilled. Yeah. This is a huge operation.
There's a lot of logistics here.
An official at a Chicago, Illinois area school district was arrested for stealing $1.5 million worth of food, mainly chicken wings. Associated Press reported that Vera Liddell, 66 years old, was held at the Cook County Jail on a $150,000 bond. Wow. A 66-year-old is in this, is getting into this business.
And none of the students will get chicken wings.
Oh. Yeah, they're like the lunch lady is not on the menu today.
Yeah.
But I thought there was supposed to be. Remember when we used to have the wings? Forget about it.
Yeah. Never again.
They're all involved in it.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm sure that's not the case. It's all alleged. So television station reviewed court documents showed over 11,000 cases of chicken wings ordered and picked up in a district cargo van. That time, students were learning remotely, yet the district continued serving meals that parents could pick up and also catch the deliveries of the chicken wings. Must have been selling to small grocery stores and...
Yeah, you would have to diversify.
God,
no bulk sales.
A whole little COVID side business going on, selling the chicken wings. It's, listen, don't underestimate. There's enough of us out. There's all kinds of people doing all kinds of wacky things, right? Mm-hmm. And this is obviously no exception. So listen, we are almost at that moment of Galaxy Unpacked starting up. We are like 3 minutes away, assuming they start right at 1 p.m. I also mentioned to everybody here that we have the craziest S23 unboxing video, S23 Ultra unboxing video, which is dropping in mere moments. So we're going to actually keep it locked here on the broadcast and the event. And I am going to currently go and check about the status of our video, which is the one that you want. And it looks like it might be ready to go. I see some details being inserted. So possibly in the next 2 minutes, you will see the debut of our video along with the official event. So let's keep it locked here for like 2 minutes. And I converse with Mo, although he may not even need to. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to be right back. Give me 2 minutes.
All right.
Check. You can put me back on too. Yeah, okay. So we have the disclaimer coming in for the Unpacked event. It has not started yet, so do not worry. But here's what I want you to do in this moment. You please keep this window open. We're still going to be hanging. We're going to be chatting. We're going to be talking about their event, their description, and then our video. We're going to do a recap. We're going to chat about our video, which is special and different, and it just went live. So Will is going to go grab the link and put it in the description of this video, but you can also just head over to the channel right now. It is called Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra Unboxing Surprise, and it's an unboxing like no other. Like no other. So you need, did you put the link? Where'd you put the link, Will?
I'm going to do it right now.
He's doing the link right now. I need everybody to head over and show the love. Please leave a comment if you came from this broadcast. If you came from Lou Later, put a Lou Later Club community type message down there.
Just put CNN Ultra.
Or put CNN Ultra, whatever. Just something so that we know that you came from here as you go watch that video. But leave this open. Leave this window open if you're on desktop, or if you're on mobile, you can go watch that video and then just come right back here. And we'll wait for you. Don't worry. We're still going to do Samsung's event live stream. And we're going to talk and rehash. And I'll even have the products here too. Or at least the Ultra model is going to be here. And we're going to chat about it. So go do it. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about the live stream happening right now. We'll be here. And it's going to take them a while to get past their initial stuff, where they talk about how successful and amazing that they are. Samsung as a company. You know how the initial stuff goes?
Yeah.
They got to go through, like, we're doing stuff and we're innovating and we sold, 20 million units and the world is changing. People are working from home. You know how it goes, Will.
Yeah. So you want to watch it or what?
Yeah, you can turn it down for now. I know this is not going to be device specific right away.
Okay.
So everybody's looking for the link. Did you put the link in the description?
It should be in there.
It's in the description of this live stream, right?
Yeah.
It says, okay, so right in the description, and I saw it updated without even refreshing.
Wow, cool.
In the description of this live stream, Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra Unboxing Surprise is what I need you guys to go watch right now. The link is in the description box of this live stream. You can also just go to the Unbox Therapy channel to watch it and have yourself a time. Guaranteed.
It's a good time. I had fun with it.
We're going to guarantee it that this is what you need to be watching right now. We're waiting for you. We'll still be here. And get your comments in to let us know that you came from here. And then what we're going to do is watch the live stream together after you've had time to watch our video, about 17 minutes. So, you know what, Will? Why don't you go ahead now and... Wait, why somebody said not live? It is live. Go ahead and play the live stream now for a moment and just give people time to watch the main video.
All right.
Yeah, and then we'll be back in about 10 or so minutes.
Experience with a seamless connectivity in a growing ecosystem. So you can create, and accomplish more with your Samsung Galaxy device. Meaningful innovation doesn't stop at the best performance. It also means devices that are engineered to last longer, with industry-leading durability, easy repairability, and software updates for years to come. And this extends to the materials we use, including more recycled ocean-bound plastic, plus recycled metals and glass. We earn and re-earn your trust with quality, and with purposeful design and performance that is setting a new standard again and again. Today, we are excited to introduce two amazing devices. The Galaxy S23, our best Galaxy S series ever, and our new Galaxy Book Suite PCs with our first Ultra PC. The Ultra brand means big, it means bold, it means the best of the best. We created these devices to set the new premium standard for innovation, to deliver powerful performance without compromise, for every consumer and for the planet we share. but you do not have to take my word for it. Seeing is believing. The presentations you will see today were all filmed with the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Welcome to Unpack.
The Galaxy experience has always been fueled by our commitment to deliver innovation and technology to help you do more each day. The power of Ultra comes from our best hardware working hand in hand with our most innovative software. It stands out by introducing groundbreaking experiences year after year, representing our most cutting-edge products. Ultra was inspired by the Galaxy Note series, combining powerful performance and an outstanding S Pen with a best-in-class camera and the entertainment experiences of our S series. I think you'll agree, the Galaxy S23 Ultra is as iconic and striking as ever. And this year, the Galaxy S23 and S23 Plus take cues from this groundbreaking design, creating a cohesive look and feel across the series. From design to power to intelligence, the elements of Ultra come together in our best camera yet. In fact, the presentations at today's Unpacked were filmed using the Galaxy S23 Ultra. To show us what the Galaxy S23 Ultra's pro-grade camera can do, we worked with world-renowned director-producer Sir Ridley Scott to create a special film. He's best known for his iconic films Alien Covenant, that's right, Gladiator, The Martian, and more. His approach to cinematography and visual storytelling highlights the capabilities of our most powerful camera. It's truly a sight to behold.
Behold, it's a very simple piece of storytelling where we're in an environment which is aggressive, and every turn this man takes, it seems to have an aggressive side to it. He finds absolution in a peace with an animal, with a horse that he turns loose at the end. Out of a dark world becomes good things with good behavior. It is therefore a little bit poetic. And I thought it's a great challenge. It's a very interesting challenge. But the scary thing is, the small object is going to take the place of all the big cameras, which is great.
At first, I feared it wouldn't give me the range of options I normally have available when working, but once I became accustomed to its settings, I was pleasantly surprised by how versatile it was. Once I became more familiar with the S23, I was impressed with its capabilities, the quality of image, and the dynamic range of the sensor.
Professional camera can be this big or this big. This is amazing. I like being able to go into real environments where a lot of rooms and a lot of space are very small. So it's very useful. It's great.
Just live.
sometimes the visual is more powerful than the word, and sometimes the word is more powerful than the visual. Therefore, to me, a story can come out of something that is completely silent and only visual. So I love always to explore the visual side. Just do it. Make sure you know what you're doing.
Incredible, right? We'll be releasing the full film soon, and we can't wait for you to see it. The Galaxy S23 Ultra can capture epic details with professional-grade quality. It's the most advanced camera ever on a Galaxy device. And with the cameras on the Galaxy S23 series, you'll be able to capture and share pro-grade content too. Over to Jax to tell you more.
Thanks, Drew. When we create memories, we often rely on our smartphones to preserve those moments. That means the quality of our camera is super important. With Super HDR, you can capture a wider range of light and dark tones in your videos with more accurate colors. The cameras combine readings from both low and high ISO to produce high-quality images with a wider 12-bit dynamic range spectrum of colors. This means that your footage will depict light and dark areas more accurately, thanks to the 1.5 times increase in full well capacity, which increases the maximum amount of charge that each pixel can hold before saturation, allowing us to bring 4K Super HDR technology at 60 frames per second to both the rear and front cameras for the very first time. It's all made possible by the new advanced sensor on the Galaxy S23 series. It supports Super HDR to improve color clarity and allows for faster processing, which is necessary when capturing in high quality. With this model's processor, you can now film in 8K at 30 frames per second with a wider angle for a more cinematic feel. We've also enhanced the camera to absorb 2.5 times more light than before, giving you brighter footage. Your photos should be as epic as your videos. The Galaxy S23 Ultra packs 200 million pixels in the main wide camera. That means you can even capture details of the background in your images. These pixels transform based on lighting conditions with our new adaptive pixel sensor. When lighting is low, 16 pixels combine into one larger pixel to capture more light, resulting in brighter photos. In standard lighting conditions, the pixels combine into groups of 4 through our new tetrasquaring process, resulting in higher quality 50 megapixel images. Of course, amazing photos require more than high resolution. We've made it easier to autofocus with Super Quad Pixel, which uses each of the 200 million pixels to easily bring your subject into sharp focus. By using 4 adjacent pixels to detect differences from left to right and top to bottom, it allows the camera to autofocus faster because it has more points of reference. This gives you the power to shoot higher quality and more accurate photos, which is super helpful in low light conditions, where it's typically more difficult to focus. These innovations behind the screen are incredible. So how can you use these developments in your everyday?
Whether you're just beginning to explore content creation or you're a professional filmmaker, the cameras on the Galaxy S23 series help you capture photos and videos in epic detail. To bring the shots they envisioned to life, Pro Video Mode gave our directors the ability to meticulously change their camera settings for focus, white balance, ISO, and more. And with Clean Preview, they were able to remove the UX when monitoring takes, which means they could frame every shot with ease. This is a new feature added to Camera Assistant, our app that allows you to choose and adjust a range of camera settings, from activating a faster shutter to auto lens switching. The Galaxy S23 series brings you more flexibility to help you create share-worthy content, whether you're documenting your vacation or making a film of your own. With photos from my gallery, I often create high-quality GIFs to share with friends and family. But some of my favorite GIFs that I receive or I find online are low resolution. With GIF Remaster, I can sharpen each frame to enhance the quality of GIFs that somebody else created. You can also take videos and photos that are out of this world. Astro Hyperlapse allows everyday users to capture the starry night sky with professional quality. And with Expert RAW, users can get detailed metadata for more creative control. To help you easily take photos that would usually require an elaborate setup, we're also introducing multiple exposures and Astrophoto to Expert RAW. These are just a few of the ways that the premium offerings of the Galaxy S23 series let you easily create professional content every day. To tell you more, back to Drew.
Thanks, Jax. The Galaxy S23 Ultra delivers pro-grade camera experiences that let you capture life as you see it. We introduced nightography last year to help you take crisp and clear photos in low light. And this year, we're taking that power to the next level, so you can capture striking footage with vivid colors even at night. To showcase its capabilities, the esteemed and award-winning director, Na Hong-jin, created a film using the Galaxy S23 Ultra. He's known for his films The Wailing, The Chaser, and The Yellow Sea. His unmistakable style uses dark imagery, combining elements of horror and suspense to tell stories that are both entertaining and profound. Let's go behind the scenes to see how Na Hong-jin used the Galaxy S23 Ultra to capture an action-packed thriller in the dark.
제목 그대로 신념에 관한 영화고요. 스스로의 가치에 대한 그 무게감이 절대적인 것이 아니라는 그런 복합적인 얘기들을 한번 해보고 싶었습니다.
레디 액션!
단순하게 그냥 스마트폰으로 촬영하는 영화인가? 그러면 이 미션들을 어떻게 수행해 나갈까? 어떻게 하면 잘해 나갈 수 있을까를 고민했어야 되죠. 제일 큰 문제는 굉장히 어두운 환경에서 촬영을 해야 된다는 거였죠.
사실 이런 작업을 할 때는 디바이스가 갖고 있는 한계가 있기 때문에 조명 준비를 조금 더 밝게 많이 했었는데 그러면 이게 찍다 보면 분위기가 많이 무너지기 마련이거든요. HDR 부분에 있어서는 그 부분이 저희가 어두운 부분을 촬영하는데 굉장히 도움이 많이 됐었고 저희도 일반 영화 찍을 때처럼 조금 라이트를 갖다 조금 더 줄이고 어두운 걸 부각시키게 그런 식으로 시도를 했었는데 아주 놀랍도록 그 디테일들이 많이 살아있었던 것 같아요.
이렇다면 정말 재밌어진다 상황이 이런 느낌이 들었어요.
스마트폰으로 촬영을 하는 데 있어서 가장 신경을 쓰는 부분들이 카메라 무빙을 자제하고 되도록이면 팬을 잘 안 하려고 하거든요. 그런데 이번 같은 경우는 끊임없이 카메라가 계속 움직여요. 그런 부분에서 포커스들이 아주 자연스럽게 잘 캐치를 했었던 것 같고요. 놀라웠던 부분은 120프레임 부분이 하이스피드를 찍는 전문가용 카메라 못지않게 굉장히 자연스러운 모션 블러나 속도감으로 너무 잘 나온 것 같아서 아주 마음에 들어하고 있습니다. 네. 그 문을 박차고 들어오는데 한 대 줘봐 그러고 아주 위험한 위치에 잡아놓고 조금 더 생동감 있게 아주 쉽게 캐치를 할 수 있었던 것 같아요. 그런 면에서 작은 카메라가 갖는 가장 큰 장점이 아닐까. 충분히 전문적인 영상에 들어갈 수 있을 만한 클립들을 만들 수 있을 것 같아요.
이 기능, 그리고 이 성능, 그리고 이 수준이 영화에서 이 정도로 활용될 수 있는 그러한 수준을 가졌다라고 생각을 했어요. 이 스마트폰이 있다면 최소한 이 정도의 퀄리티를 낼 수 있다는 그 의미일 테니 다른 분들께서도 아주 좋게 잘 활용할 수 있을 것 같다라는 생각이 들었습니다.
Wow. It's incredible what Na Hong-jin could bring to life with the Galaxy S23 Ultra. And even more impressive, it was all filmed in low light. This all-new experience helps everyone create epic content with Galaxy. Here's Jony to tell you more.
Thanks, Drew. The Galaxy S23 Ultra takes the innovation of nightography to the next level. As you just saw, it has the power to bring the details of that ominous night to life. Just imagine the things you'll be able to create. All you need to do is bring your ideas and Ultra will do the rest. Filmmakers know that filming in low light can be challenging, often resulting in shaky footage, noise, glare, and color saturation. The Galaxy S23 Ultra is designed to tackle these challenges and help you capture pro-grade videos. Optical image stabilization, or OIS, is a technology that helps increase the steadiness of your footage. It adjusts the lens in the opposite direction of motion detected while filming. On the Galaxy S23 Ultra, we've doubled OIS's capabilities to increase the area in which motion can be offset. This OIS hardware works alongside adaptive VDIS to analyze and subdivide your movements and to recognize light conditions around you. Improved software and AI further strengthen the low-light video experience. A dedicated new image processing algorithm separates noise and details by performing multi-frame processing with AI, which combines multiple images across frames to reduce noise. The Galaxy S23 series uses an enhanced solution to reduce overexposure and color saturation in your videos. What this all means is that with nightography on the Galaxy S23 Ultra, your creations will be so good, the only thing left to do will be to share them. Nightography on the Galaxy S23 series isn't just for videos, it's for photos too. Come on, let's go. With our improved night solution, the image sensors on the Galaxy S23 series work to minimize visual noise. And an AI-powered ISP algorithm enhances object details and color tone. This makes snapping a photo at night easier. And for portraits, AI Stereo Depth Map is able to detect individual objects. It can even separate a person's glasses from the background of your photo. So the details of your portrait are crisp and clear. See? Nightography on Galaxy S23 series brings you even more ways to capture what's around you. Now, let's bring it back to the real world. I'm really excited to try out the Galaxy S23 Ultra's camera at some of my favorite spots. Life gets busy, and it can be hard to get everyone together, but when I do, I always try to take at least one group selfie with my friends and family. I never really got asked to share my photos. But now, with the Galaxy S23 series, everyone always wants me to share photos with them. Take a look. That's the AI at work. When we're taking a group shot, the AI Object Aware Engine recognizes different objects, like our hair and clothes, and separates them from the background. Then it enhances the details of each object for clear photos and videos. Meanwhile, the camera's dual-pixel technology improves autofocus, so you can see the depth and detail more accurately. And depending on the mood you want to convey in your selfies, we've added color tone, which lets you choose from natural or warm tone. And that's just the beginning of the epic camera experience that Galaxy S23 series provides. With Nightography, your gallery will be full of share-worthy photos and videos that truly capture your favorite memories in vivid color. So get ready, because everyone will be asking, hey, can you send me that?
Ready? So it all started when I was at a friend's party.
Mia, can you send me that?
Sure. Everyone keeps asking.
Mia, can you send me that?
Even my French neighbor.
Will you send me that? Not you.
Sorry, Steve.
Mia.
Green light.
I mean, all the time.
Red light. Can you send me that?
I'm not making this up.
Hey, can you send me that?
Everyone.
Sure.
It's incredible.
These days, we all share important memories on social media. It's how we keep up with friends and family. I usually share vacation photos. And a lot of the times, the people who are there with me see my posts and ask for the originals to keep for their memories. Sharing full resolution files is simple with Quick Share. I can easily share original files, even to friends on a different platform. The Galaxy S23 series gives you the power to create and share. And with our most powerful camera yet, it has something for everyone, whether you're a professional or just love to take pictures with friends, family, or pets. These cameras combine incredible hardware and innovative software to take your photos and videos to the next level. The Galaxy S23 and S23 Plus bring you a 50 megapixel wide camera. And the Galaxy S23 Ultra provides our highest resolution with a 200 megapixel camera. Powered by a revolutionary image sensor, you can enjoy a groundbreaking professional camera experience and take advantage of everything from Super HDR to our AI camera, and that's across the entire Galaxy S23 series. Here's David to tell you more.
The Galaxy S23 series offers impressive performance across the board. And the Galaxy S23 Ultra's design builds on that innovative foundation to provide tech that truly delivers. The Galaxy S23 series has powerful battery while maintaining the smartphone's compact form. The Galaxy S23 and S23 Plus have 3,900 milliamps and 4,700 milliamps, respectively. And for the S23 Ultra, we've maintained the 5,000 milliamp battery without increasing the device's size, even with the larger camera. We've improved the cooling system on the Galaxy S23 series, so your smartphone can regulate its temperature while maintaining powerful performance. The vapor chamber is central to this process and is now larger than before. So you can game or stream music and videos for even longer. As part of our commitment to open innovation, we've worked closely with our partners at Qualcomm to optimize the Galaxy experience with the brand new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy. It's the most powerful and efficient platform ever in a Galaxy smartphone. And it's the fastest Snapdragon ever. The newly designed CPU microarchitecture boosts the processing abilities of the Galaxy S23 series by about 30% compared to last year. The CPU has 8 cores, 5 dedicated to high performance, and 3 for high efficiency, bringing you a difference you can feel with enhanced multi-core performance. When you're multitasking, you can listen to music, download new apps, and scroll through your social media feeds with consistent and efficient processing. And today, you've seen all that the Galaxy S23 series camera can do. Capturing stunning photos in low light requires trillions of calculations per second. And we've optimized our highly efficient NPU architecture that balances performance and power by about 49%, using an AI algorithm to help you take epic photos and videos. And this year, the most significant improvement is the optimized GPU, which is approximately 41% faster and designed for power users. The GPU architecture has been enhanced for performance and efficiency, giving the Galaxy S23 series the ability to create graphics that can only be described as epic. It's all rooted in our philosophy that technology can be used to create the world we want, and that innovation can produce groundbreaking tech. Back to Drew to tell you more.
With the Galaxy S23 series, you'll experience stronger performance across CPU, NPU, and GPU for faster and smoother gameplay. Upgrades to our GPU are essential to that experience, with optimized frames per second to provide our most powerful gaming experience yet. Our new GPU also enables a ray tracing module that makes your gaming experience more immersive and lifelike. Here, you can see two sets of gameplay. On the right, you can see the visuals enhanced by ray tracing. Look at the lights and reflections. The in-game lighting, reflections, and shadows are even more realistic, so you get a PC-like gaming experience. And now, gaming outdoors is even better. The entire Galaxy S23 series, Base Plus and Ultra, now features screens with a peak brightness of 1750 nits. Our intelligent display adapts to the lighting of your environment and helps you see your screen clearly with 3 levels of brightness and color adjustments. To take the gaming experience even further, we continue to work with game studios, publishers, and game engine companies to optimize performance. The Galaxy experience pushes the boundaries of tech, providing premium holistic experiences from camera to gaming. It's driven by innovation, designed with you in mind.
Wow. Wait, is that a phone? Look at the performance, the graphics. That thing's a gaming machine. A new challenger. Is that Faker? That man's a gaming legend. Everyone, fasten your seatbelts. And here we go!
As you can see, you get a powerful gaming experience with the Galaxy S23 series. And Ultra lets you accomplish more in ways that work best for you. So, for the first time, we're bringing the power of Ultra to our PCs. Introducing the Galaxy Book 3 Ultra.
This is a stunning Galaxy Book 3 Ultra right here. It has a sleek, premium design with a full glass display, a slim bezel, and a much wider touchpad. And even though it's thin, it has multiple ports, so you don't need to carry around a USB hub. It's the most advanced PC in the Galaxy Book 3 lineup. And you're probably asking yourself, what are the specs? Let's take a look. The Galaxy Book 3 Ultra is equipped with the latest 13th gen Intel Core processor. You can choose from the Core i7 or i9. And its powerful H-series CPU can support up to 45 watts for high performance. Combine that with the NVIDIA RTX 4070 laptop GPU, and you have the strongest CPU and GPU in the Galaxy Book series. There are also 2 new Pro models. The Galaxy Book 3 Pro 360 for those who want the benefits of a tablet and a PC in one, and the Galaxy Book 3 Pro for everyday performance. I'm super excited that the Pro and Ultra lineups bring our impressive dynamic AMOLED 2X displays to our PCs for the very first time ever. Let's see how people are reacting to the Ultra unveil. seems like people want to see our new PCs in action. So I've asked my friends to help me show you what they can create. Hey, we've been challenged to show off what the Galaxy Book 3 Ultra can do. Can you help?
Of course. I started creating this model. I'm adding some details here.
The Galaxy Book 3 Ultra features an expanded 16:10 ratio. With a new crisp 3K display, that means it's optimized to view more content. And with the new dynamic AMOLED 2X display, the 120% color volume really makes details pop. When you're creating a video, the NVIDIA RTX 4070 laptop GPU helps you bring your imagination to life. It's great for editing videos, live streaming, or creating complex 3D renderings, like this one. Thanks to the 14-core 13th Gen Intel Core processor, it delivers super fast processing and high bandwidth. That is critical to accelerate content creation and productivity workloads, including complex, data-heavy projects. The Galaxy Book 3 Ultra's 120Hz refresh rate and new GPU provide an incredible gaming experience. Its response is fast and smooth, bringing you next-level gaming. And when you combine those visuals with powerful quad speakers, you can really immerse yourself into the world of your game. When you're playing with a team, being on mic is part of the fun.
Run, run, run! Into the building!
The studio quality microphone has AI noise cancellation, so your voice can be heard with no distractions.
Yes! It looks like our rendering is done.
That looks awesome.
I'm glad you like it. I'll see you later.
We just saw how the Galaxy Book 3 Ultra can help you work and play. But what makes a laptop is the ability to take it wherever you go. Let's check in with another friend. She's a creative influencer who's always on the go. Her Galaxy Book 3 Ultra lets her do her best work virtually anywhere. The Galaxy Book 3 Ultra and Pro Series turns any location into a workspace with advanced phone-to-PC connectivity, thanks to our partnership with Microsoft. Instant Hotspot makes it quick and easy to connect to your phone's mobile network. No need to retype your password. It's just one click. And now, you can continue browsing the recent website from your phone right on your PC. When you're working remotely, multi-device connectivity comes in handy. With multi-control, interactions between devices is super seamless and even simpler to control, all from one single point of input. You can even copy and paste across displays. And with Second Screen, you can turn your tablet into a second display for your PC to make full use of your PC, phone, and tablet all at once. Hey, how's it coming?
I'm almost done. I'm just gonna add one more thing.
Sure. With intuitive phone-to-PC connectivity, it's easy to transfer uncompressed RAW images. Once paired through Expert RAW, images sync automatically to the Galaxy Book 3 Ultra, so you can edit in Adobe Lightroom and truly make your visions come to life. Expert RAW lets you control more aspects of the photography experience, from start to finish.
Ryan.
Hey, how's it going?
I saw the post on social and it inspired me. Let me show you.
All right, cool. With a flexible 2-in-1 form factor, the Galaxy Book 3 Pro 360 brings you multiple ways to use your PC and create in ways that suit you best. It has touchscreen and S Pen capabilities, letting you sketch, draw, and write in more ways. And with nearly zero S Pen latency, you can have a true-to-life pen-on-paper experience. Hey, what is that?
Hold on just 1 second. So what do you think?
That looks amazing. I'm impressed. Thanks, team, for showing us how the Galaxy Book 3 Ultra and Pro Series can be used to create epic projects, optimizing your time and creating seamless interactions between your connected devices. Because when it comes to creativity, your imagination is the only limit, and the Galaxy Book 3 series is up to the task.
You can do so much with the new Galaxy Book 3 Ultra and Galaxy Book 3 Pro series, and we can't wait to see what you create. We designed these PCs to offer powerful performance through GPU and CPU enhancements, the bright and accurate colors of our dynamic AMOLED 2X display, and a multi-port design. It's all part of the Galaxy experience, which brings you more choice and connection across the ecosystem. To tell you more, here's Kim.
The Galaxy experience is designed to fit your unique lifestyle and preferences. It's all about empowering you to customize and personalize how you use your devices together. And now we're bringing you even more options so that everyone in the family can do more with Galaxy. Your phone should reflect who you are from the outside in. With One UI, you can truly make your smartphone your own by selecting up to 15 photos and videos of your favorite memories for your lock screen. Every part of the lock screen can be customized, so it looks and feels how you want it to. Smart Suggestions helps you personalize your experience even further by recommending apps and actions when you'd usually use them. Like when you put in your Buds 2 Pro, Smart Suggestions will remember that you usually listen to Spotify and pull up a custom playlist. Privacy and security are essential when it comes to your connected experience, and there's no privacy without security, even when you're getting your phone fixed. Maintenance mode limits access to your personal data. When your phone is being repaired, customer service staff won't be able to see your messages, gallery, or files. It also keeps all the apps you've downloaded private, like banking apps.
Your phone's all set.
When you turn on maintenance mode, you're the only person who can turn it off by using the verification method of your choice.
Do you know how to check the security and privacy status of your phone?
One UI 5 combines privacy and security controls into one streamlined dashboard, so you can see security status and potential fixes in one place, because staying protected should be simple and intuitive. We innovate to bring you and your family more peace of mind through enhanced safety features. It's a foundational part of the Galaxy experience.
Ready to get some work done? Sure.
Great. Being productive comes easily with upgraded Samsung Notes. You can share a work in progress or co-edit in real time. And for even more collaboration, edit Samsung Notes together in Google Meet.
I feel like we need a different photo.
Good idea. Let me find one.
The S Pen brings you flexible ways to use your devices, helping you to be more productive. Handwriting to text with the S Pen is supported in select Google apps, such as Chrome or YouTube. It's super helpful when it comes to quick searches and note-taking. It switches to text just like that.
Perfect. That looks great.
I'm home. Oh, my dad's here. I gotta go. See you in class tomorrow.
Galaxy truly is for the whole family, bringing you more creativity, more convenience, and more connection.
It's gonna start.
You can bring two of the Freestyle projectors together to create a bigger, wider, and more immersive view with improved aspect ratio and minimized black bars. With a single tap, Theater Mode gets your home ready for your favorite film. Activating Do Not Disturb mode so you can watch uninterrupted. SmartThings brings you more convenience and connectivity from your smartphone to the Freestyle and across your devices. It even works seamlessly with non-Samsung products and is now compliant with Matter standards. When using the new SmartThings station, you can charge your devices, activate preset routines, or use it as a hub to connect your smart devices and appliances. Flexibility is the foundation of the Galaxy experience. With more options, you can use your technology your way. With increased customization, stronger privacy and security, and a seamless ecosystem, we bring you more ways to personalize your experiences to fit your lifestyle.
The Galaxy experience is designed to fit your lifestyle, no matter how you like to use your tech. The Galaxy S23 series will come with One UI 5.1, and we're excited to announce that One UI 5.1 will be rolling out to more Galaxy devices soon. With nightography, a high-res camera, and powerful performance, the Galaxy S23 series delivers our most advanced mobile experience yet. Galaxy S23 series will be available for pre-order starting today. Pricing starts at $799, with the S23 Plus at $999, and the S23 Ultra at $1,199. The S22 will be available in the US starting at $699. You can also pre-order the Galaxy Book 3 Pro series today, with the 16-inch Book 3 Pro starting at $1,249 and the Book 3 Pro 360 starting at $1,399. Or pre-order the Galaxy Book 3 Ultra on February 14th, starting at $2,199. We are committed to delivering powerful premium tech that not only helps you, but also contributes to a sustainable future. Here's Mark to tell you more.
Today you've heard about how our devices bring you powerful and exciting experiences to match your lifestyle. We're committed to making these experiences more sustainable by bringing innovation and sustainability together to catalyze positive change today and, more importantly, for the future. Samsung's everyday sustainability commitment starts by addressing climate change. This means achieving net zero carbon emissions in all our owned consumer products operations by the end of 2030. To move faster to advance these goals, we designed the Galaxy S23 series with the planet and you in mind. From the materials we chose for the product, to what the packaging is made from, to how long it sustains its best performance. Let me tell you more. The Galaxy S23 series incorporates more recycled materials than any other Galaxy smartphone to date. Specifically, the Galaxy S23 Ultra features recycled materials in 12 components, including internal and, for the first time, external components. That's double the amount we used for the Galaxy S22 Ultra. And we're introducing new pre-consumer recycled materials like aluminum and glass, and continuing the use of recycled ocean-bound plastics in the device. The Galaxy S23 series is the first to use Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which contains 22% pre-consumer recycled glass. On the back of the device, we also use PET film, made with up to 80% recycled material. And we're working to eliminate single-use plastics from packaging. The Galaxy S23 series comes in a redesigned box made with paper that's 100% recycled and certified as sustainably sourced. Integrating sustainability into the product experience doesn't stop with the Galaxy S23 series. The Galaxy Book 3 series also uses recycled ocean-bound plastic and post-consumer material. Look, we all know that a more sustainable lifestyle requires innovative technology that's built to last. And that's why the Galaxy S23 series comes with up to 4 generations of OS upgrades and 5 years of security updates. Samsung opens up endless possibilities that enrich our lives and help create a more sustainable future. It's the result of innovation and sustainability working together without compromise and open collaboration with like-minded partners who help us to bring the best experiences to you. To tell you more, please welcome back TM Rowe.
Thank you so much. Over the years, we have reshaped the mobile industry. We have given people better choices. Through our commitment to open collaboration and open innovation, we are a galaxy of trusted partners, including and especially Qualcomm and Google. Today, we are transforming the future of mobile once again by building the next XR experience together. We foresee a future in which immersive, shared experiences enhance and enrich people's lives, revolutionizing how we connect with one another, even on opposite sides of the planet. We'll share real-life experiences in real time, new possibilities for working and playing that we barely even imagine today. To reveal more about how we are building this future, I am excited to welcome two very special guests to the Unpacked stage. Cristiano Amon is the president and CEO of Qualcomm. He started his career as an engineer, like me, and helped move mobile technology forward through a number of groundbreaking products and services. Hiroshi Lackheimer is Google's Senior Vice President for Platforms and Ecosystems, and one of the visionaries behind the pioneering Android ecosystem. Let's give them a warm welcome. We are so glad you are with us. I would like to invite Cristiano to kick this off.
Thank you so much, TM. It's really great to be here. And I want to congratulate you and the entire Samsung team on the launch of the amazing Samsung Galaxy S23 series. This device has truly set the industry benchmark. Qualcomm and Samsung have a very long story of collaboration and innovation. It's a partnership that has enabled us to deliver the best mobile experience for more than 25 years. Recently, our relationship has grown even closer as we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible to deliver leading premium experiences. And the Galaxy S23 is the greatest example. We're thrilled that this incredible smartphone is powered by the world's fastest and most power-efficient Snapdragon ever, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 mobile platform for Galaxy. It features leading system processing performance as well as groundbreaking AI that enables truly extraordinary experiences. This includes the AI-powered Cognitive ISP, which enhances photos and videos in real time for professional quality camera experiences, even in dark settings. And the Qualcomm Adreno GPU is optimized to provide ultra-realistic lighting and reflections for desktop-level gameplay. And of course, it delivers the ultimate in connectivity with the world's best and most reliable 5G modem RF system, as well as industry-leading Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Galaxy fans across the globe are going to love this device. But we're also collaborating to bring next-generation experiences to other Galaxy products, including laptops, tablets, XR, and more. And in XR, we're working to create a new era of highly immersive digital experiences that blur the lines between our physical and digital worlds. With our Snapdragon XR technology, along with Samsung's amazing products and Google experiences, we have the foundation to make these opportunities a reality and drive the future of the spatial internet. Together, we're truly driving the industry forward in developing technologies and devices that meet the needs of Galaxy users today and tomorrow. Thank you for having me, TM. Super excited to be here, and congratulations again on the incredible launch of Galaxy S23.
Thank you. Thank you, Cristiano. Such an exciting vision for all of us. For even more, please take it away, Hiroshi.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here today. Massive congratulations to the Samsung team. I cannot wait to get my hands on the S23 Ultra in green. Actually, I have a secret. I've been using it for a while. I love it. It's great. So, congratulations. TM and I last shared the stage together 3 years ago here in San Francisco. I'm truly humbled and inspired by how our partnership hasn't skipped a beat since then, as we've delivered many new experiences that empower you to do more with Google. Our deep collaboration around Google Meet and Messages has been super helpful in bringing people closer together. This includes our rollout of the RCS messaging standard, which enables end-to-end encryption to keep your communications safe and secure. We've also doubled down on optimizing for large screens to enhance what you can do on Samsung's foldables and tablets. And on the platform side, we've built a best-in-class wearable platform in Wear OS. With the launch of Wear OS 3 in 2021, there are now over 3 times more active Wear OS watches around the world than before. An exciting space where Google has been investing in for a long time across both experiences and technology is AR and VR. These technologies are integral to the new phase of computing, as they can change the way we interact with people and information to get things done in the real world. But delivering this next generation of experiences requires cutting-edge, advanced hardware and software. That's why our collaboration with Samsung and Qualcomm is so exciting. Google has been investing in AR experiences that are more immersive and fundamentally different from traditional 2D formats for quite some time. On mobile, we've scaled AR Core to over 1 billion Android devices. We've also brought AR to Search, YouTube, and Google Maps. And Google Lens is now being used for more than 8 billion visual searches per month. These examples are just a prelude to our long-term vision. We're working towards a new generation of computing enabled by immersive experiences across brand new form factors that will further elevate what you can do with Google. All this is incredibly exciting, from the hardware and core technological capabilities to the apps and services. I cannot wait to see what we build together.
Thank you, Hiroshi. And thank you again, Cristiano. Open, proven, trusted collaboration with iconic industry leaders. A whole greater than the sum of its parts, bringing the best of our technologies together to transform the future of human connection. Please give a warm hand to our friends. I'm grateful for the chance to connect with all of you today, online and in person. Thank you so much for being part of this Unpack. I will see you again soon.
We got the phones. Hopefully by this point, everybody went and watched the S23 Ultra unboxing surprise, which is basically a Hollywood film as far as I'm concerned. Basically, it's nominated for Golden Globe as far as I can tell. Will posted the link to our video in the description of this broadcast, of this video, as well as in the live chat at the moment. I know a lot of you guys already went over there and watched it. If you haven't yet, please head over and watch. A lot of people put some work over there, and leave a comment so that we can discover that you came from this broadcast to go watch that one. You can say CNN Ultra if you want. You can say Lou later. You can say Lou later if you want. It's completely up to you. Anyway, on the desk right now, I have the new device. The one
look at that.
Currently in my possession isn't it wonderful how that works? It's like magic, isn't it? How this cooking show operates. So this is the new green color of the S23 Ultra. And I can, I'm just examining the matte finish on the sides, the blockiness everywhere else. It does not feel enormous for a device of this scale. Like, it kind of curves in such a fashion to make it feel a little bit smaller than it actually is, but it is a big phone. What is it? 6.8 inches, extremely bright. It will allow you, of course, to manually go to your 1750 nits without input from any external source like sunlight or something like that. Go ahead.
How's the S Pen?
Yeah, we got the S Pen in there. Are they still calling it that officially? They're not giving that up. You can do text, written to text. So you can do, what do they call that? Like sketch to text, or they got special terminology for that. But anywhere you have a text-based input where you would normally type on your keyboard, you can just go ahead and write in there. And it would do the text conversion for Google search, for notes, for whatever you might want to use. And it's always charged up, and it has a nice little silo, a nice little home to head into. I'm excited about the big battery, 5,000 milliamp hour. That's something that I feel like gives me a sense of calm, gives me less anxiety going around with a smaller battery. Of course, we have the later cases as well for the new devices, which are actually shipping. Like, they're in stock, which shout out to the later case team for stepping the game up on that front. It's pretty impressive stuff, because sometimes, production and so forth, well, certainly for the last couple of years has been difficult, but you can actually order this and get this right away. So it's ready to go with your new phone, and that thing just clips on. And when you're dealing with a bigger phone as well, to begin with, you want as slender and lightweight as possible for the case. So that is the target. And some people were asking, okay, so why is the bottom cut out like that? They were thinking, you can cover over it. Well, you really can't, because what ends up happening, especially with bigger phones, you rest it on your pinky. And the only reason I'm going into this, a lot of people have asked questions about this, and it'll bite in, it'll kind of cut your pinky finger a little bit. Any manufacturer that tries to wrap around that bottom with an ultra thin case, it's been an issue that I run into. So that's why with the design of this, it's important to test it out and ensure that there's no pokiness, so you get the smoothness of the bottom of the phone when you rest it in this fashion. So that's a consideration. Actually, even when you're in landscape and holding it on the other side. Yes, the cameras, preliminary camera tests. Obviously, I've had this for an extremely short period of time, but preliminary camera tests look promising. Stabilization looks bananas on here. I know that in their video presentation, they talked a lot about camera stuff, as you would in 2023. It seems to be the differentiating characteristic. And in fact, it is the differentiating characteristic when you talk about spending the extra money on the Ultra. But obviously, you've also got an extremely powerful phone with the latest Snapdragon. It can do anything you want it to do. Beautiful display to look at as well. So this is the green color. In the video, towards the end, we do show off every single color that I handle, including the new kind of cream white color, the phantom black color, obviously. And what was the other one? I'm missing one.
Lavender.
And of course, the lavender. How could I forget the lavender? But if you order via their website, then you unlock some other bespoke color options as well.
Right here.
Including what looks like red with a black frame, or blue with a silver frame, and then there's a limeish green. So you can get crazy with it. Actually, go ahead and click the pre-order button, and let's see what happens here, Will. If we can actually customize our very own S23 S23 Ultra. So you're going to select your device, and then you select your storage. Will currently has the 512 gig storage model pre-selected, which is actually the middle model for the S23 Ultra. And in Canadian funds, that's $1,649.
Deadly.
Big time for a smartphone in 2023. There is another model below that, 256 storage, 8 gigs, but you're already getting the Ultra. That's the trouble with it, isn't it? As
I don't
much
think
as
I can select it, can I?
You can't even select it.
Oh,
no, they're like, get out of here, bud. Now, what happens if he goes up to the 1 terabyte, 12 gigabyte RAM model, 2209 Canadian funds? Big time. So that's a maximum spec. And here is the online exclusive option for configuring your color.
This is nice.
By default, it's green, it's phantom black, it's lavender, and cream. I have the green here, which I do like and would recommend. But if you want an online exclusive color via Samsung's website, you then unlock graphite, showcased here, sky blue with the silver frame. Look at the silver button accent on the S Pen there as well. See, mine is not green. Oh, that's interesting. So it's not color combo on mine. It's a color combo to the exterior frame as opposed to the backing color of the device. So in this case, it's that bright silver contrast. You've also got lime, and that keeps the frame the same color, but the back plate becomes lime. And then there's also red, which what's cool about the red one is that the frame turns into black. So you get the red-black motif. I think some people would like that. Here's the problem. The online exclusive stuff doesn't start shipping until February 8th. I don't know if that matters to you. I mean, you're going to have this thing for a long time if you really want one, but you're not going to get any type of promo associated, or it will be a different type of promo than maybe if you purchase from somewhere other than Samsung's website, although they are highlighting some of their trade-in stuff. You can get 512 for the same, just scroll up, Will. 512 for the same price as 256. That's why they're not letting you select 256. They're saying you're getting an upgrade for free, I guess. $240 value. And then you get a free Samsung Care Plus, which is a $229 value if you spend $2,200 on the 1 terabyte, 12 gigs of RAM unit. So anyway, there are a couple of promos. I don't know if they're spicy enough for everybody. Like some people might have been hoping for more considering the kind of global economic state, but there's always going to be people that just want the best of the best and they just keep this one upgraded. Do I think you are suffering extensively as a human being if you're not getting this phone this year? Absolutely not. Like if you're on an S22 Ultra, is this going to knock your socks off and change your life? No. But some people just want to have the latest thing, and everyone spends their money differently. Some people might want to leave tips on the DoorDash, and that's how it goes for them. And other people might do things a bit differently. And if that's the case and you're enthusiastic about these things, then this is going to be a challenger for the best of the best. Now, there were other devices that were talked about and mentioned. We have 2 of the laptops remaining here. Unfortunately, not the Ultra one, which was in our official video. That one had to leave. But we have the Pro, and we also have their 360 design, which is probably the more intriguing one to me. This is the thin and light 14-inch Pro version of their Galaxy Book, and then this is the tent mode capable, completely convertible 360 model. Look at that. Which actually is kind of interesting for such a big form factor. Like that creates a huge tablet when this thing is opened up in this configuration. So that's a 16-inch display, vibrant too. And maybe thin enough to use in this fashion, possibly for drawing if you prop it up in a certain way. Guy like you will.
Yeah,
but then never mind just presentations and your typical daily corporate stuff, also possibly on the airplane tray table in the tent mode, keeping things cool, or the mouse and keyboard in front if you want to do a little gaming or something. However, if you are into gaming, then you're probably looking at the Book Ultra, which starts with an RTX 4050, configurable with an RTX 4070. But of course, you're going to have a price tag to match. You start saying those 3 letters together in order. If you say R, then T, then X, then you pay for it, as you're well aware. As far as purchasing that, at least on Samsung.com/CA, it still says coming soon for Willie Do. So you may have to wait on that. And in the meantime, you may have to deal with your Ultra phone while you wait for your Ultra Book 3.
Yeah.
So anyways, you guys let me know either in the chat or in the comments of this video at a later point once this recording has stopped, which model you would select out of the bunch. There's a lot to choose from, obviously. You have the 3 designations, and then you have the different configurations as you search for a value point. And then also what you compare this to in general. Like, obviously, it's going up against the Pixel. Obviously, it's going up against the iPhone. You have to wait a while for the one-to-one comparison since it comes early in the year, the Samsung products. Maybe you're waiting for Samsung's next foldable, or maybe you're completely against foldables and you're like pen input. This is like one of the few places I can still get it in 2023 if that's important to you. So curious to know what you guys think. Thank you for joining on this wild ride. I'm going to remind you one more time, head over to Unbox Therapy or click the link in the description of this video to watch our wild ride that we went on for our version of S23 unboxing extravaganza. I promise you haven't seen anything like it. And if you look at the thumbnail, you're probably already going to understand that. So go check out that video and leave a comment letting us know that you came from this show to go watch that. It's part of a bigger study that we're doing.
Yeah.
In order to determine if the Lou Later viewers are for real or not. And I say they are. Will doubts it, but I constantly say, no, absolutely for real. Truthfully, thank you very much for joining today and going on this wild ride. And
we'll be back tomorrow.
We'll be back. I mean, we're back. Like, that's the thing. We're back. The consistency is key. Mr. Consistency, cross the table, Mr. Willie Do. We'll see you guys very soon. Go watch that video. Thanks again. Later.